I'm Blair Gilbert, here for Gilbert's Pro Hardware in St. Clair Shores, Michigan, and for MrHardware.com, talking about how to prepare your lawn for the summer. And I'm going to show you firsthand how I put this package together. Some of our lawns are just starting to come up. A lot of us have a lot of snow mold in the ground, dead spots, burned areas from our dogs. What kind of seed and what should we do to prepare for it? Now, to grow seed, we need to have some food, some water, and some loose soil for the seed to bite into. So one thing about the food is new seedlings would like to have some phosphorus. These numbers here stand for the nitrogen, the phosphorus, and the potash that's in this bag of fertilizer. Notice the thing I want for my seed, the phosphorus, is 0. Well, thank you, my government. So what we have here is we have Milorganite. This is some of Milwaukee's finest. It's made through their sewage department, although it's not sewage. But it contains 2% of this product is phosphorus. Well, that phosphorus is going to help our seeds get a boost. Another good thing with Milorganite is Milorganite doesn't burn. Now we took our compost and manure that we showed you a sample of at the hardware store, and you can just tell that this is black gold here. This is just plain good, rich soil made from decomposing organic matter. Then my old friend the Milorganite. I'm going to show you how some of this is on so thick in one area that it should have killed the seed, but it didn't. This has got iron in it and phosphorus. The phosphorus is important, the second number of the chemical breakdown analysis of any fertilizer, which has been removed from most of our fertilizers in America, is in here. So we got starter. The problem with Kentucky bluegrass is it takes up to 28 days to germinate. Well, in 28 days the weeds will have overcome the area and your Kentucky bluegrass will hardly show. So you have to have other grasses with it unless you're just reseeding a lawn that's already fairly well established. And then I got Shady and Quick. The Quick is a blend that's got not only just 4 kinds of ryegrass in it, it also has Kentucky bluegrass in it and fescue. So it's kind of like an all-around blend. I'm using it here because I have a dog, I'd like to get this lawn up as quickly as possible. I'm going to be working in the backyard later, so I got a bag of Shady too. My backyard is got a giant sycamore tree and it's quite shady back there. Alright, that should be enough seed. It's not very scientific plan that I'm going on here. Just a little tried and true. Plus, I can keep reseeding as life goes on throughout the summer, as long as I can keep the soil wet. You have to get grass seed wet every morning. So early spring or in the fall are the best two times to grow seed, grass seed, because you have nature watering. You can't seed with crabgrass killer because crabgrass kills seeds. So you can't use crabgrass killer wherever you're trying to thicken your lawn. And the other thing you can't do is you can't use weed and feed, because weed and feed is too harsh on new freshly seeded grass. Your grass will not grow if you apply weed and feed. I'm going to show you some of what I've done already and how it's come up in the front yard here. So I can take Milorganite, I can put down some seed, I can put down some Milorganite, and if I want to take and break the clay that's in my lawn down into soil that will retain water better, I'm going to put compost on every time I take some time and work in my yard. This compost is like dirt, but it's full of food. And it is decomposed yard waste, and it's going to help make my clay more earth-like, retain more water. It's got a lot of food in it. The food that's in that is going to also help my seedlings get a jump, because it's too bad that we don't have phosphorus. We have a way with Milorganite, we have a way with compost to build up the soil. I don't know if you can tell, that's the Milorganite. And that seed that I just threw in the ground last week, 6 days ago. So you can see this seed is already coming up, that possibly if I was using a different kind of fertilizer, the seed may have been stifled by the amount of fertilizer that's down here. Throw my mixture down. And then I'm just going to pull it one way and the other. So I get an even distribution. Plus I'm opening up the soil a little bit. I'm trying to pull some of my grass through the surface. So my grass is still peeking through, so I don't kill or smother any grass. Here's some more excessive amounts of Milorganite, along with some more seedlings already coming up. See, I overdid it. Was in a hurry, didn't get it very even. What's going to happen here is anywhere where there's any dead grass, our seeds are going to come up. Where there is grass, we're just going to thicken the lawn. To do the compost will help break down the clay that's in my yard. Help turn it into dirt so that it can retain more moisture. So when it does rain, my lawn doesn't dry up in between rainfalls. The Milorganite being, besides having phosphorus to help get my seed to start, is putting a lot of iron in the ground. A distressed soil is a breeding ground for weeds. The stronger the soil is, the more iron it has and nitrogen it has, it tends to stifle some of the weeds, especially crabgrass. It's going to be hard to hurt it because it's going to have so much nutriments, the grass is just going to grow. To add some moisture retention, a lot of companies make a product called like Patchmaster, where it has mulch, recycled pulverized paper that helps hold moisture in it, so that when you put down your seed, this mulch helps when you water and you skip a day or two. This helps keep the soil damp so that your seeds have a chance to germinate. It comes shady, sun, all different kinds. The whole point is this can help keep moisture in the soil. We usually take and we add. When I use this, I usually add seed to it. There's not as much seed, or maybe the kind of seed that I want for my lawn. So I'll take some bulk grass seed, I'll throw that down, I'll throw this on top between the two of them. Beautiful lawn. So now here in the backyard, and thanks to the Bailey dog here, we've got a few spots in the ground. We're going to take some lime. We're going to have to do this very scientifically either. And if you have sensitive or respiratory problems, you'll be wearing a mask while you're putting this stuff down. And the lime sweetens the soil. It helps cancel the acidity from my dog's urine that's preventing grass from growing here. There we go. We don't need a whole lot. We can put more down as time goes on. Disturb it into the soil a little bit. And mix the lime into the soil. This could be watered in. Sunshine doesn't get back here, so this backyard's going to germinate a good 4 or 5 days behind the front yard. I'm going to leave the thatch that's down here to help hold in moisture. The compost is going to help break down the clay, open up my soil a little bit, allow it to breathe better, hold water better. And what I would do if I would do anything, I wouldn't be thatching this yard, I'd be aerating this yard. I'd leave the thatch in here, an aerator will punch a bunch of oil holes in the soil. It'll allow the compost to work deeper into the soil, help break down the clay quicker. There's a quick seed. Now a quick grow seed is one that has several different kinds of ryegrass in it. Some ryegrass is annual and some of it's perennial. Well, the annual is the fastest germinating. It comes up quick, stabilizes the soil, and gives the rest of our seeds a chance to germinate. We'll go to shady seed. Happens to be mostly a fescue style seed, which can grow in a shaded area. And then the last seed I'm going to talk about is sunny seed, which is a Kentucky bluegrass. Now there's several varieties of Kentucky bluegrass, several varieties of the fescue. All these seeds are already blended. They have mostly what they're intended for. Both have a little of each other in it. Both have certain kinds of ryegrasses in it. So to go along with this procedure, we take these seeds along with some other products.